same length and like almost the same logo almost. Right. Oh, that's good. Gotta be on my best for this one. Good one. Don't need a bunch of these. Get crispy. Hey, you wanna get make it fragment of crispy? Make it thick and crispy. Hey, I'm here at crispy. Where's John Crispy? I'm gonna retire. Huh? I'm gonna retire. Did you go to the cinema kind of last? Was that close? Did you go to that cinema kind of last? The ICA Suburban? I think so, yeah. That one was like, I think it was double overtime. I think that was. And there was a kind of an iffy call at the end too. I think that one was more of a future game rather than back. Yeah, because they. I don't even remember who Suburban played, but it might have been close one, but it was, yeah, the championship game wasn't close. I already have 35 watching. Yeah, 50.
Number 2 versus number 3 here at Campbell Court at Indiana Christian Academy. Brajan Crispin sitting alongside Andy Zirkle as we welcome you to the Final Four. Here brought to you by the IACS, the Indiana Association of Christian Schools. Suburban in their home white, Cross Point in their road navy as we get set underway. This is semifinal number 2 with the winner playing Indiana Christian Academy in the championship game on Saturday at 3 p.m. Keys to the game brought to you by the Indiana Association of Christian Schools. Andy, keys to both these teams as a big 3 by Colton Wagner opens up the scoring here early on. Keys for both these teams as they open this game here today.
I think the theme of the day, you and I have seen 3 games already. How do you start? The teams that have gotten off to a good start have gone on to win all 3 games. So, especially with 2 evenly matched teams, I think the start has become important.
I'm talking about a hot start. It's Wagner with the quick 5. Cross Point out to a 5-0 lead. Packed crowd here at the Campbell Court. Carter Ellis directing traffic as we are early in the first quarter. 3-point attempt is off the front of the iron. Cross Point will take it the other way. Shepard to Yider. Shepard back to Yider now. 6 minutes and change remaining in the opening quarter. Yider, top of the key for 3, bang! 8-0, the Cross Point lead. Suburban wants to talk things over. That's a 30-second timeout courtesy of Tim Baird. Andy, what have you seen from this team up 8-0?
That's what we just talked about. It's, and it may not play out, but it's just in a game like this, a pressure game, a lot on the line. It takes a lot of energy to come from behind. So if you're Suburban, you can't afford to get double digits or too far behind. We saw Tabernacle last game in the girls' game. They had to come from behind, got to within 3 a couple times. It's just hard to get over the hump. So good timeout there. You got to stop the bleeding and try to get it back under control. Get into your offense, hopefully get an easy bucket or maybe even get fouled, get to the free throw line.
And with 2 quick 3s for Cross Point, how do you adjust defensively if you're Suburban and making sure they're not getting those open looks at the top of the key?
Yeah, well, the 2 teams certainly know each other. I think they probably played twice already this year. They certainly have to know who the good shooters are. You have to be disciplined to get out on those shooters.
Carter Ellis directing traffic. Inside with the right hand off of the glass, and it's good. That's Chad Glover, the junior guard. Pretty move inside.
And now we see Suburban in a full court press. So that was their first bucket, so it's the first time you've seen that.
Uncharacteristic miss from Wagner, and it's Suburban in transition. Glover couldn't get to go. Put back, no. Put back again. 3rd points opportunity. Aiden Montgomery, the junior forward. 3rd time's the charm for Suburban. Wagner almost lost control, and Suburban will regroup. Wagner's blocked and out of play. It'll stay with Cross Point. Montgomery is sending out early invitations to the block party. No RSVP necessary.
And Montgomery had made the adjustment that time. He saw Wagner get it. He knows he's one of their shooters. He got out there.
4-point game early on. Yider, top of the key. Over to Shepard. Shepard back to Yider. 4 minutes and change remaining in the opening frame. And that hit his spectator in the 3rd row. Looks like she's okay. And we Cross Point ball.
Her friend gave her a hug. She's going to be fine now.
Wagner, the 6'1 junior guard, Over to Shepard in the corner. Wagner inside and gets it to go. Tough move by Wagner. 10-4. Montgomery for three. That's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Levi Hobelman. Cross point in transition now. Shepard working on Ellis. Wagner working on Carter Ellis. Shepard inside, through traffic with the right hand and getting it to go with the floater. So Crosspoint having some success inside the lane. Glover down low, triple team. Strong move with the left hand off of the glass for two. Suburban in that full court press. Wagner splits it. Shepard with the right hand and getting it to go.
That was a picture-perfect press break. With the passing, leads to the easy layup.
The lead is now 8. Glover. Montgomery. He's stuffed, but they rebound. Off the front of the iron, no good. Cross point in transition. Wagner with the right hand, now off the mark. Rebounded by Zimmerman. Zimmerman inside. He's fouled. Will head to the charity stripe to shoot a pair. Fouls on number 5, Levi Hobelman, the 6-foot junior guard. That'll be his first and team's first of the opening frame. So to the line goes Zimmerman. And the first of 2 clangs off the front of the iron, and into the game for Suburban comes Andrew Ellis, the freshman guard. Zimmerman with the second, and he splits the pair. Panthers in trouble. That's the turnover. Glover with the right hand, getting it to go. Mark Yider wants to talk things over. That's a 30-second timeout. Panthers with the 5-point lead. 2:15 remaining in the opening frame. Andy, what are you telling your team if you're the Panthers right now? Up 5, but momentum seems to be shifting hands.
It does, and you just had the exact opposite. That previous press break was exactly how you draw it up. They passed it, got it to the middle, ended up with the easy layup. This time they got a little bit out of sorts, ended up with the turnover. So they know that pressure's coming. So I'm guessing that's probably what they're talking about right now. Is let's run our set when we get the full court press. They obviously know what to do because they did it, 2 minutes ago.
Two minutes and change remaining in quarter number 1. Suburban still with that full court press. Wagner down low with the right hand. In and out was Fitzsimmons. Suburban caught a break there. Glover, turnaround jumper, and good. That was pretty, courtesy of Luke Carter. Shepard trying to draw contact. He does. Counted on a foul. Shepard will head to the line to complete the 3-point play.
And that was a little bit fortunate for Crosspoint. The pass into Wagner to try to break the press. It was almost out of his reach. He was just able to get a couple fingers on it, and it ended up being a perfect tip pass to Yider, who gets the three-point opportunity.
Just how you drew it up, right?
Exactly. That's what they worked on yesterday.
And Yider completes the three-point play. The lead is 6 with 1:40 remaining in quarter number 1. Carter's shot. That misses everything, not even in the same area code, and it'll be Panther basketball with 1:30 remaining. Panthers escape the full court press. Shepard as Yider in the corner. Shepard now top of the key. Working on Ellis. Wagner for 3. Here comes Suburban. Glover right down Broadway with the right hand and gets it to go. The deficit back to 4. Under a minute remaining. And that's a souvenir out of play. Panther basketball. Shepard will reset. 45 seconds remaining, and a foul has called on Andrew Ellis with the body check. That'll be his first and team's second of the period. Crowd wanted it over and back. They didn't get it.
I think they might have thought that he pushed off to get open.
Wagner slowing things down. Fitzsimmons with the left hand. Pretty fine from Wagner. 20 seconds remaining. Running into trouble was Montgomery. In transition, Levi Hoberman getting it to go. 5 seconds remaining. Deep 3, and it's good. Oh my goodness, Wade Zimmerman from downtown. That'll bring us to the end of the quarter, 21-16. Your score, Panthers in front. Semifinal number 2. Back inside Campbell Court, Brajan Crispin sitting alongside Andy Zirkle. 5-point Panther lead as we enter frame number 2. Andy, your overall impressions of the opening frame?
Well, they're both up-tempo teams, and especially Suburban adding in that full-court press element. So even defensively, they try to get a lot of activity. But when Crosspoint breaks the press, they try to get the transition opportunities. So it's just a matter of who can slow down the other team more effectively.
Wagner, the junior guard, working on Ellis down low. Bucket is up and good. Hoberman. Pretty look there from Wagner to Hoberman. Extends the lead. Ellis for 3. Bang! Carter Ellis is good from downtown. And Mark Yider wants to talk things over. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here, 23-19, your score all of a sudden. The deficit is just 4. Teams trade buckets out of the break. What'd you make of that move from Ellis just to pull up and shoot?
Pull up and shoot, but it might be the same thing we talked about earlier on the cross-point end. Again, these teams are familiar with each other. They probably know that Ellis is a good shooter. Why didn't somebody get out him? when he was open at the top of the key. We're only 25 seconds into the second quarter. It's just something you don't want to. You usually don't see a timeout that early in a quarter, but when you see something like that, you got to make sure everyone's locked in.
Hobelman to inbound for the Panthers. Suburban back in that full court press, trying to create a turnover. Hobelman to Shepard. Yider for three. And it'll be a turnover. It'll head the other way. Carter Ellis crosses the timeline. Aiden Montgomery with a little elbow jumper. Trims this lead to just 2. Yider over to Shepard. Wagner working on Ellis. Hobelman trips and falls, but a foul will be called. The foul is on number 33, Chad Glover, the junior guard. That'll be his first and team's first of the period. And so the Panthers will inbound baseline left. Wagner to inbound. Yider thought about it. Kick ball will stay with the Panthers. Yider working top of the key. Now Shepard over to Wagner. Wagner bodied by Ellis. Fitzsimmons with the left hand and gets it to go. Fitzsimmons starting to become more of a presence down low for the Panthers. Nice pass inside from Ellis. They can't get it to go. We'll get a foul. Waiting to see who's it on. And the foul is on number 13 of Suburban, Zach Wallen, the junior forward. The Suburban faithful can't believe the call. And possession will stay with the Panthers. It's kind of tough to make the call when both bodies go to the floor.
He ended up with the ball, so I think maybe the fans thought that he had the advantage and he was the one contacted, but I do think there was a reason he did get to the ball, and it was because of a little extra push.
Wagner with the spin move, and a foul will be called on the floor. Foul's on Chad Glover. That'll be his second and team's third of the period. You want to stay out of foul trouble and avoid the double-double. Tipped out of play. Panthers to inbound with 6:04 remaining in quarter number 2. In comes Andrew Ellis, the freshman. Out comes Glover with 2 fouls. Miscommunication there. Here comes Ellis with the right hand. Body, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. The foul will be on Will Yider. Got him with the top of the body in transition.
Yeah, just some miscommunication at the other end. I think it was Fitzsimmons cut down. Wagner was expecting him to go out to the top.
So Andrew Ellis with the opportunity to cut into this lead. The lead now 3. And you expected a close game like this with number 2, number 3. They know each other all season long, as you talked about, Andy, in the open. We're not surprised here that it is this close of a matchup. And the lead is now just 1. Fitzsimmons with the right hand in transition.
We're not keeping assist stats up here, but I got to think that's 6 or 7 for Wagner already, that's a big total in a high school game.
Well, it's working when they break that press and they can find him down low, as he talked about. Here
he
comes
goes
Wagner.
again. This time he's going to take it.
Right down Bowen, cut out a foul. Colton Wagner making big-time plays. He'll head to the line to complete the three-point play. And just when Suburban had a little bit of momentum, Wagner says, no thank you, I'll take it right back. Three-point play, he's up and good. The lead now 7 for the Panthers. Ellis for three. Off the side of the iron, Ellis gets his own rebound but stepped out of play. And the ball will go to the Panthers of Cross Point.
He may have tweaked an ankle a little bit. He's coming out.
In comes Chad Glover. Glover with 2 fouls, something to watch. Wagner, Shepard for three. I missed everything. Suburban in transition. Montgomery with the right hand, can't get it to go. Carter is fouled. Carter with a put-back attempt. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First is up and good. Second of 2 was off the mark. And Wagner, outlet pass to Yider. Yider travels, and he'll head the other way. Took too many steps. So 4:52 remaining in the opening half. Andy, what do you look for in this offensive possession there, this trip down to try and cut in the 6-point lead?
Yeah, you want to stay in touch, even if maybe you don't get all the way back, but you got to at least stay in touch.
Ellis for three, in and out it goes. And here come the Panthers. That ball almost stolen. Wagner put him on spin cycle through the lane with the right hand. And it's off the mark. Here comes Glover. Glover wants to slow things down a little bit. Ellis. Zimmerman. And now back to Ellis. Glover inside with the left hand off the glass and lays it in for two. Pretty take there from Glover. Yider now with under 4 minutes remaining. Wagner working on Ellis. Here comes Shepard. Wagner on the wing goes cross court. Yider for three off the side of the iron. Here comes Montgomery. Glover for three. Off the mark, but rebounded by Suburban. And Suburban will regroup. Crusaders trying to find a good look. Carter kicks out. Montgomery for three. Off the mark. Fitzsimmons with a tough rebound. And here come the Panthers. Wagner will regroup. Wagner drives inside, is stripped. Montgomery with the right hand. Oh, and he left it short. He left it short. Here comes Yider. Yider right down Broadway with the left hand and gets it to go. A series of unfortunate events for the Crusaders. 32-26, 2 minutes and change remaining. And Andy, that's got to be gut-wrenching, leaving it short.
It almost takes you a moment to recoup from that. Wide open. I think he wanted the dunk and got his feet out of alignment or out of sync. And the game's too important to lose a possession like that.
Wagner with the right hand and gets it to go.
And now the momentum has shifted.
It'll be a 30-second timeout, 34-26 your score. All of a sudden this game is opened up with 1:56 remaining in the opening half.
And to his credit, Aiden Montgomery he's acknowledging that wasn't, he made a mistake there, and they're getting back, they're giving him confidence. They got to keep his head in the game.
Fans make plans to be with us on Saturday, March 1st at 3 p.m. for the state championship game here at Indiana Christian Academy. If you can't be with us in person, visit the live stream where Andy Zirkle and I will join you for what should be an exciting and exhilarating championship game. It'll be Crusader basketball with 1:56 remaining in the opening half. Glover down pass. Putback is good by Montgomery.
And that was Montgomery. That's good for him to get right back onto it.
Wagner goes cross court to Yiter. Yiter to Holberman. Wagner with the floater. And he gets it to go. Wagner with the strong first half. Montgomery baseline, and he left it short. Putback is good. Counted a foul. Heading to the line is Luke Carter to try and complete the three-point play. The foul's on Tommy Shepard, the sophomore guard. That'll be his first and team's third.
Good sign for Suburban. Ellis coming back in after he tweaked his ankle a little bit.
And Ellis hit a couple of big threes in the opening moments of the game. And the deficit is just 5. 1 minute remaining in the opening half. It's been as good as advertised, folks. Fitzsimmons with the right hand and gets it to go. The 6'5" junior making his presence felt. Under a minute remaining. Ellis, top of the key to Montgomery. Tipped, retained by the Crusaders.
No shot.
They're going to say the foul was on the floor, much to the chagrin of the Crusader faithful. And the foul's on Tommy Shepard, so he quickly picks up 2 fouls. Crusaders to inbound baseline left, opposite the Panther bench. And in comes Bryce Perry, the senior. .6 seconds remaining. Zimmerman to Montgomery, over to Ellis, and Ellis will reset. Perry to Montgomery, over to Zimmerman. Zimmerman working on Daniel Meyer. Carter with a little jumper, and it gets it to go. Cross point can hold. 10 seconds remaining. Wagner. 5 seconds
driving
remaining.
into the lane. Oh, he lost it.
And Wagner is stripped. It's good if it goes, and he left it short. 38-33, your score. Panthers in front after the first half. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a good one. We'll be right back with second half action right after this. 16 minutes. That's what stands between one of these two teams and a berth in the championship game on Saturday. Bergeron Crispin sitting alongside Andy Zirkle as we get ready for what should be an exciting and exhilarating second half here from Campbell Court at Indiana Christian Academy. And your thoughts on this first half and what both teams need to do to get back into the driver's seat in this third quarter?
Yeah, well, we talked about the start of the game, and that ended up being edge to cross point. But Suburban didn't let it get out of hand. They stayed in touch, made a run, but then Cross Point countered with some runs of their own. I'm curious to see the Suburban defensive strategy in the second half. Do they stay with that press? The press worked a few times, but there were also a few times where if they get it to Wagner in the middle of the floor, he takes it. That's where he's gotten, it feels like 6 and 7 assists just off that press break. So I'll be curious to see if they stay with that.
So it'll be Crusader basketball to inbound as we get ready for quarter number 3. And it'll be Ellis. Working on Holberman. Glover thought about it. Carter down low. Has to regroup, almost threw it away. And it'll go out of play and belong to the Crusaders. Off the redirection. Ellis for 3. And that's off the mark, and here comes Yiter. Yiter along the wing. And now Wagner. Holberman in the corner, working on Glover. Yiter, a little baseline jumper off the front of the iron. Here comes Glover. Glover to Ellis, and they swing. Montgomery's short. Carter with the rebound, and he gets it to go. It's a second chance opportunity.
Yeah, Carter's had 3 or 4 of those offensive rebound and putbacks. Even drew a foul a couple times doing it.
Wagner drives inside, and it's tipped, blocked away by Glover, and Glover stepped out of bounds. It'll be cross-point basketball. Tim Baird having a conversation with the official. Ellis with the quick defense on Wagner.
Yeah.
Wagner with the right hand off the mark.
Almost caught him napping. They were kind of a little lackadaisical putting it into the inbounds. Didn't see Ellis behind him.
Ellis with the baseline runner, no good. Put back off the mark from Carter. And here comes Shepard the other way. Wagner now top of the key. Shepard was open, middle of the key. And now back to Yiter. Yiter working on Ellis. Cross point looking for some kind of offense. Holberman for 3. Off the back of the iron. It's a cross point cold to start the third quarter. Here comes Glover like a locomotive, lost control. Montgomery for 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Glover. Tough putback and good. Big time player making a big time play for the Crusaders, and the deficit is just 1. Wagner for 3. And that's off the mark. Sandy, you talked about starting hot and getting off to a good run. It's the Crusaders in control. But here comes Yiter with the steal with the left hand. And he gets it to go. Spoke a moment too soon.
Right.
Carter over to Glover. Zimmerman flashed, nothing there. Almost lost it, and Ellis will regain control. Ellis down low. Glover baseline, little spin move, and he gets it to go. Put him on spin cycle. The deficit back to just one. It's been all Glover here in the third quarter. Shepard working top of the key. Here comes Wagner just inside the circle. 3 minutes and change remaining. Yiter for three, and that missed everything, not even in the same area code. Scramble for the ball. Picked up by Carter. Montgomery with the right hand and getting it to go. You saw him be a little more careful that time, Andy.
He was very cautious with that one for sure.
And it's a full timeout. Suburban takes the lead, 41-40, 3:30 remaining in the third. We'll be right back. Back inside Campbell Court. It's been all Crusaders in the third quarter. Andy, talk about a shift of momentum to Crusaders now with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and you already mentioned Glover. He's kind of been at the focal point of this early start to the third quarter. He's been here before. The Crusaders, they are the defending champions, and Glover was on the all-tournament team last year, so certainly the moment's not too big for him. He's been here before, and he's off to a really good start here in the second half, kind of leading this charge.
Wagner over to Shepard, right back to Wagner, working on Ellis, his counterpart. Shepard in trouble, drives baseline. Fitzsimmons down low. We get a whistle. Taking an extra step was Fitzsimmons. It's a turnover. And it'll be Crusader basketball. Andy, I was looking for the jump ball, the alternate possession.
It looked like it was knocked out of his hand, or a jump ball, or no, but he gets it back.
Shepard will regroup back to Wagner. Wagner to Hobelman. And it's another turnover. Here comes Ellis. Ellis with the right hand, off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Ellis. Scramble for the ball. Glover with the right hand and gets it to go. A second chance opportunity has the Crusaders now in front by 3, their largest lead of the night.
And Suburban has not been pressing this half. They've just fallen back to the half-court defense, and it's taken away those transition opportunities for Cross Point that they scored several times on those press breaks.
The majority of those first quarter points for Cross Point were from breaking that press and finding opportunities in transition. Now they're being forced to play a half-court offense. Inbound passes stolen courtesy of Wade Zimmerman. Zimmerman right down Broadway with the right hand and getting it to go. My, that was pretty, Wade Zimmerman. .140 to go in the third. Wagner is fouled. It'll be Panther basketball. They'll inbound baseline left opposite the Panther bench. In comes Garrett Elliott, the senior forward. Out comes Carter. Hobelman for three. That's no good. Here comes Glover. Glover to Ellis. Ellis redirecting traffic. Almost lost it. Zimmerman looking for help, and he's stripped. Regaining it is Glover. Glover with the right hand. Loses control. Chaotic sequence of events out of play. It'll belong to the Panthers. Walk me through what we just saw, Andy.
I'm not sure. That was another one where I thought it might be a jump ball, but Glover then tried to save it, and it just went off a knee. But
under a minute remaining in quarter number 3. Shepard looking for help, picked up his dribble. Here's Wagner, 45 seconds remaining. And they swing it. Yiter for three.
yeah, hit the bottom of the shot clock.
So it'll be Crusader basketball. Do you push here, or do you hold off and just kind of take your time?
If you get a good shot, I would go ahead and take it. If it
Zimmerman.
gets down to less than 20 or 15, then maybe hold for the last.
Ellis, sweet move with the right hand off the mark, rebounded by Elliott. And he'll head to the line to shoot two. The foul is on Wagner. Elliott at the charity stripe. First of two off the mark. Crusaders with a 5-point lead. And he missed both. 20 seconds. Almost lost the handle. Wagner
They're going to hold for one.
being pressured by Ellis. 8 seconds. Yiter, 5 seconds. They got to get a shot off. Wagner for three. In and out it goes. And so we head to quarter number 4. 8 minutes away for a berth in the championship game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 45-40 your score. So it comes down to 8 minutes. 8 minutes to separate Cross Point or Suburban from a berth in the championship game to face ICA on Saturday at 3 p.m. Andy, that third quarter belonged to the Crusaders. What is your message to the Panther team if you're head coach Mark Yiter as you head to the fourth?
Well, they got to get in sync on the half-court offense. Like I said, the Suburban hauled off the press here in the second half, and Cross Point's half-court offense just hasn't been in sync. I think maybe they need to get it in Wagner's hand and let him try to make some plays. Even though it's not transition, he can still drive into the zone or shoot the three.
And Wagner opens the fourth quarter with a three of his own. The lead now just 2. Zimmerman inside. And now here come the Panthers. Wagner over to Shepard. Yider out to Wagner. Wagner thought about it. Wagner drives inside. They swing. Yider for three. Bang! Yider for three, and the lead goes back to the Panthers.
That didn't take long.
Elliott over to Glover. Elliott baseline drives, no call. Here comes Wagner. Wagner in transition. Wagner with the right hand. An alternate possession is called, and it belongs to the Crusaders. Strong defensive play by Glover. And it almost looked like Wagner was just trying to draw contact and get to the line instead of putting up a shot.
And even from our angle, it looked like Glover had his hand right on top of the ball. I think that was a good call.
Ellis thought about it. Now Glover. Little fadeaway jumper. Off the mark. Rebounded by the Panthers. Shepard drives. Took a few too many steps. And it's a costly turnover. Crusader basketball.
Lewis lost his footing as he tried to plant.
The baseline jumper is good for Montgomery. That was pretty. 6 minutes remaining. Crusaders with a 1-point lead. Trying to go behind the back was Glover. We got a foul and a kick. So they're going to go with the kick. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Bit of a confusing call there from the official. But it'll be Crusader basketball. Up one with 5 minutes and change remaining. Three-pointer is up and good. That's Wade Zimmerman. Here, a little bit of breathing room. 50-46. Wagner splits the Red Sea but loses control. And it's Glover in transition. Glover with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Rebound, put back. He can't get it to go. Carter, I'll try again. Carter with a foul. Luke Carter with the big man making a big time play. He'll head to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
And I don't know how many offensive rebounds Carter's had, but that's several, including this is not the first time he's done the putback and gotten the foul. Those are some big plays on the offensive glass for Carter all night long.
And Carter completes the three-point play. 53-46. The lead now is 7. And Mark Yider wants to talk things over. It'll be a full timeout. 53-46 your score, 5 minutes and change. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Back to play we go. 53-46 your score. Crusaders in front. Panthers open the fourth quarter with a couple of big buckets, and the Crusaders took back control with an emphatic three-point play courtesy of Luke Carter. It'll be Panther basketball to inbound with 5:15 remaining. A trip to the championship game on the line. Wagner loses control, gets his own loose ball, but can't get it to go. And we've seen that too many times this afternoon from Wagner. Ellis kicks out. Montgomery off the mark, rebounded by Glover. Glover with the putback, can't get it to go. And here comes Yiter. Yiter with the right hand. Pretty move there by Will Yiter.
That was an important one to kind of stop the bleeding. It had been an 8-0 run.
Zimmerman down low to Carter. Carter with the left hand. He's blocked by Fitzsimmons, but gets the rebound. And it is Holman who finally corrals it.
Oh, double dribble.
And a double dribble, the official explaining it to him. He can't believe the call.
It was close. I think he thought that it just bounced as he was gathering and getting control of it. But they said that he had control on that first dribble.
But that was much to the delight of the Crusader faithful. The lead just 5. 4 minutes and change remaining. Ellis for 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. Carter the putback.
Once again.
Cross point.
How many times have we heard Luke after an offensive rebound tonight?
Cross point nowhere to be found on the glass. Has led to second chance opportunities. We'll get an alternate possession, and they'll stay with the Panthers. Does your offensive strategy change right now if you're the Panthers here down 7?
I don't know if you make any changes defensively yet, but you have to start thinking about it before too long.
Shepard working top of the key. Over to Yiter. 3:30 to go. Wagner working on Ellis. Wagner kicks. Yiter for 3 and gets it to go. A big bucket courtesy of Will Yiter.
And now a timeout by Cross Point. And to your question, to your point, we'll see if they put in any defensive adjustments right now. Try to force some turnovers, or still maybe wait another minute and a half or so.
And fans, just a reminder, the winner of tonight's matchup will play Indiana Christian Academy at the state championship game at 3 p.m. here at Indiana Christian Academy. Make your plans to be with us. If you can't be here in person, make sure to visit us on the live stream. Andy Zirkle and I will be on the call with you for the championship game. The girls' game precedes the boys' game at 1 p.m. And that should be a great matchup as well. It'll be Colonial taking on Cross Point. So 3:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. 4-point game. Buckle your seatbelts. Here we go. And Andy, if you're the Crusaders here, what do you do to keep your foot on the gas and make sure this lead stays where it is?
And just ball security is the most important thing. You can't have any silly turnovers. No, there was no full court pressure there. So right now, Cross Point still in pretty much a base defense.
Glover working on the perimeter. Zimmerman inside, strong move. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the foul's on Levi Hobelman, the junior. Mark Yiter wanted an explanation. And the first of 2 is good. So the lead back to 5. Second of 2 is good. critical free throws courtesy of Wade Zimmerman, the junior. Wagner goes cross court. Shepard to Yider. Yider working on Ellis. Shepard trying to find help. Wagner, deep three, and gets it to go. Cuts the lead to just 3. Big bucket from Wagner. Zimmerman for 3 off the arc. Not the shot you wanted. Wagner is fouled. And the foul is on Aiden Montgomery, the junior forward. And that'll be the first foul of the period. So some fouls to give with 2:08 remaining. Wagner working on Ellis as we hit the 2-minute mark.
Nice pass.
Inside, and Hoberman gets it to go.
That was like a quarterback. His eyes made the defense shift out to the perimeter, and then he zipped it inside. Nice pass by Wagner.
So the lead now just 1. It's a full timeout, 57-56, 1:52 to go. $1:52 to go. 57-56 Crusaders in front by 1 with a trip to the championship game on the line. It's been as good as advertised. Number 2 versus number 3. Andy, how do you see the last 2 minutes playing out?
Well, at this point, it's just who makes the play. You know, they're all set into their defensive, offensive strategies. It's just who makes the play. Glover and Luke Carter for Suburban have made big plays tonight. Obviously, Yider and Wagner for cross point. Who's going to make one at the end?
And Ellis is fouled. He drove baseline. And the foul is on Colton Wagner.
It's the game you and I wanted. I think maybe some parents and grandparents out there are a little bit worried about their cardiovascular health.
May reset some pacemakers, but that's for the love of the game, Andy. As Ellis missed the first of 2. And he gets the second to go. 2-point lead, a minute and change remaining. Wagner slowing things down. Panthers down 2. Suburban trying to punch their ticket back to the championship game. Yider in trouble.
Timeout.
Yider's in trouble. And he kicks out. Shepard for 3. Bang! Shepard with a huge 3 with a minute remaining. Panthers take the lead by 1. Zimmerman to Ellis. Under a minute to play. Glover with the right hand, and it's off the mark. And it'll stay with the Crusaders. The Panther faithful can't believe the no call. My goodness. And the Crusaders will call a full timeout. Panthers up 51.5 seconds. Andy, your take on that no call?
Well, and I missed that until Reiner was being trapped. I was calling for a timeout, thinking that he was in trouble. He ends up dribbling out of it, getting it to Shepard. But what I also realized later, because he has more court awareness than I do, they're out of timeouts. So that was a good play by Reiner. He got out of trouble and made the big assist for the three-pointer.
And if they had called timeout, that would have been a technical. So what do you draw up here if you're the Crusaders?
I think you get it in Glover's hand and let him drive. Put it up on the rim. You've got Carter there, who's been grabbing every offensive rebound he can get his hands on. So maybe get Glover on the wing or at the top of the key, set a screen for him, and let him drive in.
So it'll be Zimmerman to inbound.
Unless they're able to get something easy off this inbounds play.
And it'll be Glover. Over to Ellis. 45 seconds remaining. Crusaders down 1. Zimmerman to Glover. Back to Zimmerman. Now Ellis working on Shepard. Who's it gonna be? Glover inside. Zimmerman, strong move, can't get to go. Carter, the putback. He can't get it to go. Scramble for the ball. Montgomery with the rebound. Montgomery, the shot, he left it short. Glover, and he gets it to go. 15 seconds remaining.
No timeout.
Here we go. Wagner with a chance to win it and send them to the championship game. 3, 2, 1, it's good if it goes. And it's no good. Back to the championship game go the Crusaders. Heartbreak for the Panthers. 60-59, your score. Unbelievable. An instant classic here at Indiana Christian Academy. My goodness.
And credit to Cross Point, got a good shot. You can't blame anybody for that last play. Wagner was able to draw a couple of defenders to him, kicked it over to a shooter. You can't hit 100% of the shots. That one didn't go in, but that was a well-executed play. They got a good shot, it just didn't fall. And again, Glover with the big play at the other end on those scramble for the offensive boards. Credit to Suburban, they did really a great job, Carter especially, but did a great job on the offensive glass for much of the night.
So the clock strikes midnight on Cross Point's season, but the music continues as the Crusaders will dance into the championship game on Saturday at 3 p.m. The Crusaders of Suburban, winners here tonight, 60-59. So for Brajan Crispin, Andy Zirkle, Matt Sands, Kevin Plur, and the whole crew, we say thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you Saturday for championship basketball. Thank you, so long, and good night.